Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really getting into something essential, adaptability. It's this skill, maybe this skill, for navigating the world we're in.
Absolutely. Constant change. Right.
Exactly. So we've gone through, a fair bit of material research, case studies, the works, trying to figure out what really matters.
Mm-hmm.
And our mission today, really, is to pull out those key insights. What does adaptability actually mean for you listening now? And, well, for businesses, too. Okay, let's try and unpack this a bit. I mean, things are changing relentlessly, aren't they?
Oh, definitely.
You've got technology just leaping forward, global events shaking things up. Even how we work is totally different.
Yeah, the whole landscape.
And what we saw across the board in the sources is, well, if you resist it, you basically get stuck. Stagnation.
Right.
But if you can kind of lean into it, be agile, think strategically, that's where the opportunities are.
And what's fascinating, I think, is that it goes beyond just, personal success. The sources really highlight how crucial this is for companies, organizations, even like whole societies to survive and, well, thrive. It's almost a prerequisite now for dealing with all this complexity.
So, okay, adaptability is key. But how do we, as individuals, actually cultivate it? It's got to be more than just saying, okay, I'm open to change.
Oh, much more, yeah.
Yeah. The sources seem to dig into the mindset side, like cognitive flexibility. That came up a lot. What exactly is that?
Right, cognitive flexibility. So several studies point this out. It's not just being willing to hear new ideas. It's more active. It's the ability to switch between different ways of thinking, to pivot your approach when you get new information. Think of it like mental agility.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and one study, it was really interesting, showed people with higher cognitive flexibility didn't just learn new software faster. They were also much better at handling ambiguous situations, even, making successful career changes.
Makes sense.
And another big piece for individuals is that growth mindset. Believing you can actually develop your abilities, that fuels the desire to keep learning, keep reskilling.
Yeah, seeing things as fluid, not fixed. Like you're always kind of experimenting.
Yeah.
And it sounds like this isn't just down to the individual then. Organizations can build this in somehow.
Definitely. That came through loud and clear. For organizations, there were sort of two big levers we saw.
Yeah.
First, building a culture where failure isn't the end of the world. It's reframed. It's seen as a chance to learn something.
Right. Learning, not failing.
Exactly. Companies that really embrace quick experiments, maybe using agile methods, they test small, learn fast, adjust based on feedback. They're just inherently more adaptable. There was this one case study, for instance, comparing two retailers when the market suddenly shifted. Company A, very rigid, top-down, they really struggled.
Yeah, you can imagine.
But Company B, they'd actively built this culture, psychological safety for trying things, decentralized decisions. They didn't just survive, they actually innovated and took the lead because their frontline teams felt empowered to react quickly.
Wow, that's a powerful difference. It really shows it's about mindset shifts everywhere, personal and systemic. But what about the other side? This constant change, constant adapting, does it risk burnout? Did the sources talk about that?
That's a really important point. Yes, they did. They bring in this idea of adaptive capacity.
Okay, capacity.
Yeah. It's not just being willing to change. It's having the resources, mental, structural, whatever, to actually do it sustainably.
So you need the energy for it, too.
Precisely. The really high-performing adaptive organizations, they get this. They understand you need strategic pauses sometimes. You need to consolidate, recover, build resilience, not just for the change, but for the effort of changing.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So let's try and wrap this up. What we found today is that adaptability isn't just, putting up with change. It's much more active. It's about shaping how you respond to it. So for you, listening, that might look like working on that cognitive flexibility, really leaning into a growth mindset, maybe learning new skills, changing routines, even career pivots. And for organizations, it's about that culture of learning, trying things out, iterating quickly, maybe decentralizing decisions, all to innovate and stay relevant.
Yeah.
And underlying all of it, you need critical thinking, creativity, and resilience.
Which, well, it does raise a question for you, doesn't it? Since this adaptability seems so fundamental for navigating everything, how might really embracing this in your own life maybe turn some of those unexpected challenges into chances for growth, maybe chances you hadn't even seen before?
Exactly. How might actively shaping your response rather than just reacting open up paths you hadn't even considered?
Yeah.
Some of